So,
Welcome back.
we're back.
And we're back. Mafs,
Mafs,
UK, Season 10, Episode 15?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Where will we start?
Start at the
There
end.
was a lot of airtime on Leigh.
There wasn't a lot of airtime on Leigh, and I think Leigh really likes a lot of airtime. I'm really honest, I don't think she cares what her airtime is saying. I think she probably just sits in front of the TV screen and goes, Not that she's her type.
It's a good replacement for the mirror.
I feel like the experts are rage baiting us now.
Well, they're rage baiting you. There was
They
much
are.
rage.
I did scream at the television
There was much
several
rage.
times. I mean, Leigh is triggered because of Rebecca.
Just so everybody knows, Caitlin and I are a bit too scared to talk at the moment because we know what might happen. We have seen the rage.
And then, just conveniently, Leisha and Reese
Turn up right at that
got
moment.
sent to be introduced to one of the other couples.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Nice.
rage baiting Leigh much. Wow.
The bit that I still don't get and will never get is that Leigh doesn't seem to understand that these other women are not gay.
That's right. They're not bisexual. They're not lesbian. They have expressed no interest as far as we know about batting for a different team, etc., etc. They're there for a heterosexual marriage and they're with
That's
their
what they've got.
partners.
That's what they've got.
And talking to someone else and being friendly and chatty, I think that Leah has got to the point where she is done the, you know what?
I just don't care.
Yeah, I am tired of walking around on eggshells over you, you little princess. Suck it up. If I want to be sociable and chat to the other people in the experiment, I will.
And Leah did say at one point, and I agree, having been all over this wonderful country, I agree that Northerners are generally chattier and friendlier than Southerners.
Yeah.
And I don't think, like, that is not an earth-shattering revelation. I think that is widely known.
Clearly to Leigh it is.
Uh,
I mean, Leigh must have just been living in her little bubble of Romford for the whole, what is she, 27? 27 years of her life and not really ventured out of it much. Maybe London is her first time.
Well, I mean, when you're from Romford, I would assume you get to London on a semi-regular basis. It's not that far. I mean, English standards, it's
about to
like
say.
going from Sydney to Melbourne.
This is the Australian.
Leigh, we've all had enough of your nonsense.
Yep.
Okay? We noticed, we saw it, that basically as soon as that honesty box came out, you set the pack onto Leisha.
Didn't she?
Oh my goodness. I'm going to say Ashely got towed down. No doubt him and Grace will have had a blue about that later, or he will have been given another
Victim shaming.
set of books to read about how to be politically correct and appropriate.
Because he wasn't victim shaming, he was just offering a slightly different
Perspective.
that's
It was
right.
quite, actually, it made a lot of sense. He was very good about that, but
Their
that was only
entrance.
because Leigh basically set the pack onto her.
Yeah, she
And
just ripped her.
also, you know, I think it was really good that it was really nice that April could see, hang on a minute, she's
Yeah,
just set the
back
pack
off.
of
This is
dogs
really hard
onto
for her,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we've just got here, give her a break right now. So that was really sweet of April to kind of do the whoa, can we all just sort of chill out a little bit here? This is all
Yeah.
getting a bit heavy. But the bottom line is that Leigh's not getting what Leigh wants. Leigh wants a mask. Leigh is basically trying to bring Leah down, I think push her away so that basically she can say, well, she's the one that gave up, right?
Well, I think what Leigh's doing, and I'm certain of this within myself, it may not be true, but and I have no other real evidence for it, but I am quite certain that what Leigh is doing is trying to make Leah the bad guy.
Yes.
Trying to make her look like she's a cheater, trying to make her look like she needs to be left. So when she does leave,
It's all her fault.
or make Leah so hacked off that Leah leaves,
Yeah.
which then makes her the bad guy again.
Oh, she is just sabotaging.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then we moved on to Nelly and Steven. Well, they're a train wreck.
And they should just leave.
Yep, Steven's pulling away. Nelly's being more needy. Nelly's doing the I need public displays of affection.
Which makes
He's
Stephen
like,
want to pull away.
That's right.
Yep.
He's doing the,
And so he is.
Stop it.
And why wouldn't you? I mean, they're in vastly different places in their life.
Yeah.
She hasn't got kids, he does. It changes the way you do things.
Yeah.
Like this whole holding hands thing. It's lovely, isn't it? That they all walked in holding hands. This is wonderful. I'm sure there wasn't a producer saying, come on, everybody, hold hands, as they walked in. The thing is, when you've got small kids, and we're rattling on about the special needs thing all the time, but when you've got kids and one of them has got special needs especially, there's no time to hold your partner's hand. You're dealing with the child. The child becomes the centre of your life. And so I can understand how Stephen might not be thinking about that and doing the whole, she's a grown woman, she can hold her own hand if it needs holding that badly. Stick it in your pocket if it's cold. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because his focus in life is not a partner. It's probably more likely the children.
Well, not a partner who's needy. He needs someone who can hold their own,
But
can hold
his-
their own space. And Nelly cannot hold her own space. She's made that quite clear. She knows that she self-sabotages. She also knows that she's very needy. And after what we saw, where they're at, and then her passive-aggressive just kept going at him as well, it's just red flags. It's time to call it a day, guys. Just
I reckon
move on.
that if we were making this series, we'd knock the whole thing over in about 20 episodes. Because, we just would, because you're like, Stephen, Nelly, just say no and go.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
over, like we did with Anita and what's his name, Paul?
Yep.
Yeah, Anita and Paul. Just give it up, people.
Yep.
And in exactly the same way as we're going to do in a few seconds with Sarah and Dean.
Mauve and Joe.
Mauve and Joe. Well, I mean, there's a bit of trouble in paradise there. I don't think we're seeing a lot of it, but it's there.
Yeah, there's the what happens outside of the bubble. Okay, then he's feeling pressured to say, "Oh, I'll just pack up and move," and he knows that she can't pack up and move, and she's not going to. However, it's still very early days, like he's trying to express. This is still really early. I don't want to give you false hope here because I don't know that we're going to make it through the experiment.
And he was very, very clear and very concise about it, and he made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That if anyone moves, it's going to be me.
Yeah.
But I can't commit now to moving because we have to go through the rest of this process. And that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. So
Otherwise, there'd be no point having 40-odd episodes. You just have the wedding,
Yeah.
and then everybody goes home and moves in together.
Yeah. So they've got their things. Julia-Ruth and Davarni, I mean, they're ringers. They're rage baiting us. You just need to just stop and leave, okay?
They
Everybody's
definitely
fully
need.
aware that it's all an act.
Julia-Ruth did make a good point.
She did.
She was very clear, concise,
Yeah.
and measured. Wasn't about her relationship, was it?
Good Lord,
About
no.
somebody else's.
Yeah.
What
I
did
don't
she
remember.
say? But I do remember she made a good
We
point.
said-
Credit where it's due.
Yeah.
There is at least one functioning brain cell.
April and Leo, they moved in together.
They did.
They've had a great honeymoon.
Only one drama, the communication problem.
The deep communication.
I think that Leo excels when he's doing stuff. And he communicates when he's doing stuff. And he probably mostly communicates about the stuff they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's not rare among men.
Mm.
So here's the trick. It's very simple. Do stuff together and then you'll get the talk.
And they really enjoy
The
doing
stuff.
stuff together.
The same stuff.
Yes. And as they do more stuff, he will open up.
Yeah.
She will see what's underneath the hot dog, as it's called, and she will see deeper than that. But a bit like Anita wanting Paul to sit and have deep and meaningful conversations and remember the 750,000 words that she dumped on him.
No,
and
but
then
she didn't really info dump. Her thing was he didn't ask questions of her. He was waiting for her to just speak.
Which is
But it
actually-
is the same problem, but
It
it's
is.
just slightly different.
Yeah.
Well, she did say about how if I'm not speaking, it's just silence, which
Yeah.
it's a similar thing.
Yeah, but go do stuff because they were talking a lot when they were skiing. They were talking a lot when they were doing stuff.
Yeah.
So go and do
Go
stuff.
take a pottery class or something.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't even have to be that. Wash the dishes together.
Yeah, just do stuff.
Right? Do stuff. Go
Yep.
for a walk. Do stuff. And then things come up. A lot of guys don't have a lot going on when the brain's not going on. Like they can be there with their mind completely clear. That's why cricket exists. Because they can have cricket in front of them and that's enough. It's like enough visual stimulation for them, right? This is not me. I can tell you that for sure. But a lot of guys are like that. And he's obviously one of them. So he needs stuff to be happening in order to spark a conversation, right? So maybe washing dishes sparks the conversation about when he was a kid and his mum used to make him wash the dishes or something. But then he's talking
Yeah.
and she's learning about him.
Yeah, anyway, so there, I think, who was it who sat on the lounge and basically went in for the, so tell me what's not working, Talisha? Who was that? And I thought, you cow.
I mean, realistically.
Oh, was that Leah?
I was about to say-
No, was that Leigh?
I think it was Leigh.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was, if it was Leigh, and I think it was Leigh,
Yeah, I
but
think it was
I
Leigh.
could be wrong.
There were.
But I think what she was doing is drawing out the ammunition
Oh,
so she could chuck it back.
There were 3 girls that were doing that. Leigh, Grace, and Julia-Ruth
yeah.
were all sort of doing a bit of that tonight.
Yeah, we saw Grace do that too.
Mm.
Yeah, not cool, man. Don't. If they've just come back from their honeymoons, they're new to the process. Ask them what was really good about it. Oh, what was such and such like? Oh, did you like the markets in Bangkok?
Thailand.
You know,
Yeah.
did you like it on the? Not tell me what's not working. Like, come on. So we're moving on to Leisha and Reese. So they've moved in. She's falling hard for him.
It appears that she
she's-
falls hard pretty easy.
That's right, and she did make that declaration talking to the experts. She falls very hard, very quickly. She gets told often that she's too much and she's going too quick, and he did say that, which was really kind of like a stinger moment. However, I'm going to say, Reese, it doesn't matter. You're in a different country with someone who, regardless of whether you've only known them for 24 or 48 hours, they had to go to the emergency room.
You go with them.
You don't have to be talked into going. I don't care if there was a producer or a whole team of people.
But you don't have
just
to be
go.
Einstein. You don't have to be Einstein to work that one out. That's
Like-
a pretty straightforward move.
You just do.
Mm.
You go, because we know, having had way too many doctors have to come out to hotel rooms, that they do not give tetanus shots. You have to go to the hospital. And regardless of whether it was a scratch or she got mauled, it does not matter. It is a street dog in Thailand, and whilst we love them, getting a scratch or a bite or a maul or a nip or whatever it is, broken skin, Reese, broken skin from a street dog in Thailand means you go to the ER and you have that really painful tetanus shot in your arm. And whoever's with you goes with you. That was you, Reese. No one needed to say, Reese, you really probably should go and support her.
And you've got to back Ashely up on this one as well.
Yeah.
When she drank a bit too much on a plane, which it's easy to do, I don't agree with drinking on a plane at all, because I think when you're going through airports and that sort of stuff, being sober really helps. So I don't think you should drink on planes. But when you drink on a plane, it has a stronger effect on you.
Yeah.
So if she's normally 6 glasses of wine and she's fine, 3 and a flight and a bit of turbulence and low cabin pressure can make you sick. So what happens when your wife wanders back and she's got sick down the front of her is you stop watching the movie. It'll be there when you get back.
No.
It's fine. It will.
It might
You
even
stop
pause.
watching the movie and you go to the bathroom with her to help her.
Mm.
Then you're building a bit of the relationship there. That's how it works. Because when your wife gacks in the bowl, you got to hold her hair back. Her
the
friends aren't there.
It's
That's
the move, Reese.
it is the move. But Reese is just sitting there going, "No, she got sick and it's because she always does that."
Yeah.
Yeah, she drank too much and she got sick. So I kept watching the movie, and I was watching the movie for an hour. Hang on. So your wife has vomited everywhere,
Yeah.
and you're still just watching the movie while she's there for an hour.
I know. Class
I
act,
know it was
mate.
an hour because the movie had ended. Like, what?
Class act.
And then I go looking for her
Yeah.
after an hour. I
Yeah.
mean, the odds of her getting off the plane are fairly slim. What are the odds that she's talking to a random? I'm sure that the producers travel with them on the same flight, so it might have been a producer or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But if she's at the back of the plane, what else is at the back of the plane?
The toilets.
The toilets are at the back of the plane.
Yeah.
So she's been vomiting, she's been washing herself up, and she's waiting for the next load, so she's by the toilets.
Yeah.
Now, what is she going to do by the toilets? There's no movies in the toilet.
No. It's
Okay.
not even seats to sit down
She
on.
doesn't have cell service.
Yep. She's at the back of the plane, nothing
Yep.
to do, and someone talks. If he'd gone to the back of the plane and she was, been manhandling this poor man
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
had him pressed up against the window of the plane,
Yeah.
that'd
that's
be
right.
a whole different kettle
That's
of
right.
fish.
If the toilet door was closed and 2 people came out, well, hey, whoa.
She was talking to some random guy.
And she's clearly friendly.
Very friendly.
She's chatty. She'll chat to anybody. I mean, you know.
But we've got the same thing.
Yeah.
We've got Essex boy
Yeah.
versus Northern girl.
Okay, do we think he's a ringer? I think he's a ringer.
I think he's an idiot, but he
I
might be a
just-
ringer too.
I think he's a ringer.
It's just awful.
He
is
was
awful.
scouted.
I would just say, it doesn't matter who the rando was in the back of the plane, but whoever the rando was cared more for her than her husband did.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's at the front watching like Lilo and Stitch, and she's gacking it in the back. I don't care who he was. He could have been the hottest guy ever. They could have been flirting. I wouldn't care. He probably would have gone with her to get the tetanus shot. Okay.
Rebecca
Rebecca
Bailey.
Bailey,
Well,
solid.
It's a bit
Same thing,
boring, but
Yep,
that's okay.
she hasn't said she loves him back yet because they're going at different speeds, but he seems fine with that.
fairly
She
healthy.
seems fine with that.
They're very
They're
much
good.
like in Big Brother when we used to watch Big Brother back in the day. You'd have that person who is the housemate who was just hiding in the background.
Yeah, and you go, oh man, they're still there, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who
Bailey and Rebecca
Bailey
are.
and Rebecca
Yeah, they're
are.
very much, except for when Leah drags Rebecca into it when
Yep.
she's trying to start something.
But even
Leigh.
then she's just a prop. She's
Absolutely.
not, you don't actually
Yeah,
see
yeah.
her doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you would imagine that they're just hiding in the background trying
Yeah.
to keep a low profile.
Like extras in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Abigail and John, great entrance.
What I liked about Abigail is she introduced herself as Abby.
Yes, because
That's a good
she's
thing.
Abby. It's her mum who
She's an
clearly
Abby.
calls her Abigail.
Yep.
They're super cute. They're super happy. They've only got eyes for each other.
Yep.
It was really hard to see Dean looking at that and doing the why.
Why didn't I get some
Why didn't
connection
I
like
get
that?
that?
Not
Yeah.
necessarily her, but
No.
that connection.
What? That's the connection that I want.
Looking
Yeah.
very
Um,
wistfully at them, yeah.
Yeah,
They seem good.
they do. They've got a really good chance of being a success couple that might turn Mafs around. Because we kind of they need a win.
You're saddling up a big horse there.
I am. It's like 19 hands high, man. It's
Yeah.
huge. I mean,
Yeah,
I'd need
that's a
to
huge horse to saddle
literally get on a ladder to get on there. Okay, so moving on to Grace and Ashley.
Good
Now,
entrance.
The prank was cute, wasn't
up.
it?
The prank was cute.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't think she had cute in her.
No, I didn't. That was very playful.
And I just stole that from Caitlin because when we were watching it, she said, I didn't think she had that in her. So sorry, Katie. I did, but I couldn't help but say it.
Yeah, I still think she's a ringer. Julia-Ruth, that was the advice that she gave. She gave the advice to Grace and said, don't take everything that Ashley says as offensive. And if he wants to treat you to things, let him. Like,
Now, hearing
wow.
you say that, right,
Yeah.
not casting aspersions upon you at all,
Okay.
but hearing you say it, because when I heard that, I thought, wow, that's actually an enlightened comment. But hearing you repeat it now, I'm thinking what she's saying to the girl is, rinse him for all he's got.
Oh, I didn't.
I didn't take it that way at the time.
No, I
I don't
didn't.
think it's how she meant it.
It
Yeah.
didn't come across that way from
No.
her, but hearing
No.
the words back in a different
Just hearing the
context.
words without her, I'm going
Yes.
to call it performance.
Yes.
Without her performance, it does sound a bit like if he's going to give you stuff, take it.
Okay. So, yeah, Sarah and Dean.
So, Dean, just go
Leah,
home.
Leah had a great chat with Dean.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
Leah
did.
did have a good chat with Dean. And
Yeah.
see, that's a perfect example
Yeah.
of the northern thing.
Yeah.
And of course, Leah works in a very masculine environment. And when you see I was going to say pretty girl for a second, but when you see a girl working in that masculine environment, they sort of become like big sisters
Yeah.
to a lot of the guys.
Yeah.
And they give them advice about this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
She was clearly practiced at the advice giving to Dean.
Yeah.
And she was kind of right. And I think she was
absolutely.
actually speaking for herself as well.
Yeah, I got that feeling too.
Yeah.
That she was saying we've been eggshelling and basically princess treating, because she brought up about the stag do, didn't she?
Yeah.
And she said about, you said that you're going to put your wife on a pedestal, where's yours?
Yep.
Lift yourself to that same standard.
Yep.
And
And it
so
appears
that
that
was-
Leah is doing that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she just went on and had the conversation, knowing that it was going to hack Leigh off, she just did, you know what? If Leigh is going to, at any point, in any way, shape or form, fall in love with me,
Yeah.
she needs to fall in love with me, therefore I'm going to be me.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't, well, she doesn't.
Yeah, so Dean,
Sarah
Sarah
and
and Dean, he's really struggling.
And she's
just-
victimizing herself. She's made herself the victim.
Yeah.
I'm such a victim that I can't. What?
I know.
That you can't what? That you're
What?
destroying this poor fella.
Yeah, that you can't have an honest conversation with him and say, I'm not feeling it. I'm never going to feel it. I'm never going to feel sexually or physically attracted to you.
I'm like 70%. Dean could write leave.
Don't bet the farm. You've
Don't
already
bet-
lost
You've
the
already
farm.
lost the farm. You have no
Okay.
farm to bet.
I have the farm-shaped hole in my heart that I can bet on this.
You're going to bet the hole in your heart.
I'm going to bet the hole in my heart.
I don't think Dean will say leave because I don't think, unless they agree to leave.
Yeah.
I don't think Dean will.
And so then we saw the previews for tomorrow night on the sofa.
Yeah.
Seems that the experts might have called Sarah out on her BS. That's what I wanted to say. Charlene, I'm sorry, Charlene, you're wrong. Don't just have this blanket statement that fit and hot are the same thing
Fit
in
and
the
hot
UK.
are not the same
they
thing.
are
No.
not.
Not at all. That's it.
I think we're done.
We're done.
We're
Thank
done.
you very much
It's
for
over.
watching.
Stop breaking my heart. Hit the subscribe button.
Don't go
please.
breaking Moo's heart.
Yeah.
Don't go breaking her heart.
Hit the subscribe button. Leave me some comments. Hit the like. Hit the share button and the notifications.
I think we're going to fade to being eaten by, what's his name, Reese.
Oh.
No.
Oh. No. They did really focus on him eating, didn't they? Or
that was
maybe
so
he
bad.
was just ignoring her and he was hungry and he was
Look,
just eating.
I
but-
think he just
I
looks
was
like
always
that
raised
normally.
with the don't put your elbows on the table thing, right?
Yeah.
But he doesn't put his elbow on the table. His elbow is high.
How? What?
It's
Just
like-
he eats like this. He's a creature.